This is the opening and closing sequence for dynamic tween-ah. Okay, I'm going to demonstrate an entire sequence going through the top to the bottom of the body, but you always begin and end with this. You want to grasp the patient's scalp underneath so that their skull, the back of their head, is resting on your, on your fingers. Place your thumbs under the mandible and exert some slight traction, just for about 3 seconds and release. Now, you only do that in the opening. You do not place traction on the closing. And there are 2 reasons for doing this opening. One is to establish a baseline of where the patient is, and the second is the process itself opens up the head and neck area, allowing greater flow of chi, blood, and partial ring alignment. So, the first thing you're going to do is maintain the patient's head in a neutral position. If her head is tilted forward, you're going to tilt it up. Okay? And then you're going to move the head and neck as one unit to each side. Now, as you do this, as a practitioner, you want to maintain good body mechanics. And you do that by staying in front of the head. In other words, you do not move the head without moving your body. So, the first movement is simply straight up and down to either side. Then turn the head about 45 degrees. Move flexion, extension, always maintaining head and body. Move back to neutral every time. Go to the other side, 45 degrees, flexion, extension. Okay. And then as far to 90 degrees as the patient can tolerate. Flexion, extension, and you'll reach a point, if you're listening to her body, where you'll know where to stop. Come back to the center, return to midline, 90 degrees. Flexion, extension, return to the center. That is the opening and closing sequence. Now we're going to move to the shoulders.